we have to understand that manifestation is not a kingdom principle. If the Bible does not teach it, it is not true. If we're out here saying that we're manifesting and we're living a Christian life, that is very unheard of. The Bible does not talk about manifesting. It talks about relying on the Lord and be renewed by his strength. In the Bible, it teaches us and tells us that it's a man that plans his ways, but the Lord establishes his steps. So if you're out here with a vision board and you're putting things on that vision board and they are actually coming to pass, that doesn't necessarily mean that they was from God. You've done them from your own strength. And as a Christian, we know it is hard, but every single day, and the way we receive our answers from the Lord is through prayer. We can still obtain these things that we desire, but they're not always going to bring us peace and happiness, and that's because they're not from God. Whatever comes from the Lord, we are going to receive peace that surpasses all understanding. We're going to receive continuous success, and we're going to realize that all of our heart's desires are established because they're from God. We're not going to obtain something and have temporary success. We're not going to receive something from our own strength and realize that it's actually bringing misery. We're going to receive the things that are established because they are kingdom blessings. So if you're believing in manifestation right now and you're believing that you're receiving things, maybe you need to check where they've come from. God's rejection is his protection. Now I can fully say all the things that I thought I've manifested in the past when I was in New Age, they was not from God. They was not from God. So if you're believing that you're hoping for a blessing, that you're manifesting off your vision board or something from your heart's desire, and you're not praying and asking the Lord to establish that, if that's not coming to pass, maybe it's actually from the enemy. And this is why we have to get into a place of understanding that our ways are not the ways of the Lord. The Bible teaches us that, is that his ways are higher than our ways. His thoughts are higher than our thoughts. We can't be out here thinking that receiving these goals and our heart's desires are always from the Lord, because the real sacrifices, and as a Christian, is actually knowing fine well that we really want something from our heart's desire and knowing that we can't attain it. And the reason why we can't attain it is because God is not blessing us with that, because it is not of him. And that is the power of surrender. So if we're in a position now where we believe that we're hoping for something, and then also there's manifestation there and God is on this side, we need to actually get into a position of being in the middle where the end result is what we're hoping for and God is here. Because when we surrender and understand that we're reaching for this, but he is there, if he is not pulling us to this side, that means it is not from him. And that's why there's power in prayer. This is why the Bible encourages us to pray and fast so much, because we get to a place of understanding, right? Okay, I've had this dialogue with God and I've prayed to him, and I've asked him, like, can he rectify this area in my life, or can he bless me with this, or can he, fulfill this? If we know that there's no answer, maybe it's not the time, because the Bible teaches us also there's a time and a season. Or maybe it's actually his protection, because he doesn't want to bless us with something that is going to ruin us and to destroy us. And I find the true strength and the true power of being a Christian woman today is knowing I can get on my hands and knees and pray, Lord, I want this blessing from you. But if that blessing does not come to pass and does not come to fruition, that means it's not from him. But I've understood that the level of maturity through prayer is that when those prayers don't come true, that's because he is either protecting me or he's got something greater for me. The sooner we understand this, the better and more peaceful our lives will be.